Today's episode of Voiced is from r/true off my chest and is about a mother grappling with her feelings for her daughter and a sister who betrayed her sibling in a shocking way. But what happens when family ties are put to the ultimate test? Subscribe if you enjoy.
To start off, I'm a widow and have 3 children, but in this post I'll be focused on my 2 youngest daughters, Leah, 14 years old, and Maya, 18 years old. Fake names, of course. For a little background, Leah was raped by 4 men back in December. How this incident occurred was Maya threw a party while I was working the night shift, and 4 of the boys that were in attendance at this party assaulted Leah. It's been devastating to say the least. Leah has lost all of her spark and quit cheerleading. Plus, on top of that, she opted out of her freshman year by just continuing to do courses online. She doesn't sleep in her room anymore, but with me, and just wears my late husband's hoodies all day. And I feel so helpless as a mother because I don't know how I can help her. Throughout the investigation, a lot of things came out regarding Maya's part in this. She did not set up her little sister. However, I feel like she severely neglected her. And all of this could have been avoided if she just followed my rules. I never approved a party. I left in her charge of watching Leah. And before you guys say, well, you're her mother, it's not her job to watch your kid, the thing is, it was her job. I pay her really well to look after her sister while I work nights. It's been an agreement we had for years. Leah is not special needs in any way. The only thing I asked of Maya is that she makes sure her sister does her homework and gets to bed at a reasonable time. The men that assaulted Leah, Maya invited herself. She knew them personally and knew they had affiliations to gangs and did not care. Instead, what I found out in this investigation was that she tried to put Leah with one of these boys, and Leah was not interested. This boy was harassing Leah all night, trying to get her to kiss him. Then Leah had enough and went to her room. The moment Maya left the house to go to McDonald's, that same boy and his friends went up to my daughter's room and raped her. The worst part about this to me is that people who were at the party heard her yelling and did not do anything but just assumed a couple was arguing upstairs. We didn't know what happened until the next morning when the party was over. Having her do a rape kit was traumatizing for her and probably the worst moment as a parent for me. Then a couple of weeks later, she tested positive for a curable sexually transmitted disease. My baby has been so broken ever since. Even though they did get those boys and all 4 pleaded guilty because they had evidence on their phone, it's still so extremely hard for Leah right now. Maya, on the other hand, has been remorseful, and Leah has no animosity towards her and doesn't blame her. She still loves her sister. But I don't know why. For me, I'm so angry at Maya, and I've been really trying to forgive her, but I can't as of now. I can't even look at her without not wanting to lash out. Her prom is next weekend, and I honestly couldn't care less. She tries to have conversations with me, but it's hard for me to show any interest in them. I don't hate my daughter. I still love her, but I just have a strong dislike for her right now. I've been reading self-help books trying to learn how to address this properly. I feel like I can't open up to anyone about this in life. I guess this may be a cry for help as a mother. Thank you for all the feedback. The most repetitive question I'm seeing is if Maya still watches Leah. The answer is no. I don't trust her anymore, and it might take years to get it back. I'm currently on a leave of absence. Leah is not in therapy at this time. She expressed to me she's not ready for that, but I think she might be open to it after the sentencing. Maya is also in therapy, but skips a lot of appointments. I'm in therapy too, and it's been helping me remain calm throughout this situation. The number one advice that I'm strongly considering is sending Maya to my parents' house for a while to get some space from her. For the ones asking if Maya is in a gang, to my knowledge, she isn't. The most I have ever caught her doing was smoking some marijuana and vaping. I also don't want to think Maya would ever intentionally set up her sister to be brutally assaulted. So I'm leaning towards Maya genuinely being plain neglectful that night. Also, I feel like it would have come up in the investigation if she intentionally set up Leah. The boy Maya was trying to set Leah up with was 17 at the time. He's 18 now, and the other 3 were grown men.
Wow, the emotional weight of that first story really hits hard. It's a raw glimpse into the complexities of familial relationships, guilt, and the struggle to navigate such intense hurt. It's understandable to feel torn in situations like these, especially when trust is destroyed in the most unimaginable ways. Now, shifting gears, let's dive into a tale that highlights the jagged edges of sibling rivalry. As we explore this next story, we witness just how deep betrayal can cut when loyalty is put to the test. Prepare yourself for a roller coaster of mixed emotions.
Sorry, but this post will have a lot of bad energy, and I'm terrible at writing in English. So if anyone is going to read the post, I'm sorry for all the grammatical errors that are likely to be in the post. So a few days ago, I, female 25 years old, found out that my sister, female 24 years old, has been sleeping with my boyfriend, now ex, male 25 years old. We dated for 3 years, for 1 year, or probably more. They always had a close relationship, but I obviously took it as something innocent. I don't like video games, but my sister does, so they talked a lot by text, and I thought it was about the games they liked until I found out that no, they talked a lot about their secret dates while I was working and in college. I found pictures, videos, and a lot of other inappropriate things in the chats between my ex and my sister. My unfortunate sister found pleasure in asking my unfortunate ex all the time if she's smarter or prettier than me. She even compared our private parts. What the heck? We're both pretty. She's actually thinner and prettier than me. Even if she's an introvert, she has her group of friends, so I really don't understand where she got so much venom towards me. Our parents never compared us or anything like that, and she was always the one asking my ex to compare both of us in the chats. The first thing I did was throw all my ex-boyfriend's things out of the apartment. I insulted him in 1,000 ways, and I kept the personal computer that I gave him for Christmas. I didn't speak a single word to my sister for over a week, and she didn't contact me like the coward she is until yesterday when she sent me a message trying to justify herself by saying that it was a mistake. Yes, a mistake that lasted more than a year, and that I should forgive her because we're sisters and blah, blah, blah. At one point, I thought, should I be the mature person in the situation who doesn't let resentment speak for her? But then I realized that I've never been that kind of person. I took my phone and wrote a long message to my sister that I would love to write here, but I am sure that I would break the rules since I called her out in every possible way. And I wrote a lot of personal things too. I told her how much of a failure she is and how she has always envied me, and that's why she needed to feel what it's like to be me for a second of her sad life. She sent me a voice message crying and saying that she's in a very weak moment mentally, but she's still with him, laughing out loud, and I shouldn't make her feel worse, and that she regrets it. I just reacted to her message with this emoji and didn't even hear the long voice message until the end. Was it a low thing to attack her with all her flaws? Yes, but it's lower to betray your sister and believe that she's going to forgive you just because you share blood with her. Honestly, I feel really good after sending her that message and feel that it was therapeutic to take out everything I feel to give closure to that. By the way, I've never used a personal computer for gaming, but I'm looking for tutorials on YouTube about how to download The Sims. I help my sister in every moment of her life. I literally fought for her when she was being bullied during high school. I helped her thousands of times to make friends. I even accompanied her everywhere she wanted. It is a betrayal that really hurts, and I will never forgive. Never. It hurts me that she slept with someone I loved, but it hurts me a lot, all the things I read in those chats, how she enjoyed watching him compare me to her, or how she asked him about personal things about our relationship just to laugh at it. She's dead to me and my parents know it. I don't even care if I'm a bad person like them. This is something I can't forgive, and I don't even feel bad for my reaction.
Before I talk about today's posts, please consider subscribing. Wow, both of these situations are incredibly intense and heartbreaking. The mother grappling with the trauma her daughter faces and the anger towards her other daughter really highlights the complexity of family dynamics in crisis. Meanwhile, the sister's betrayal stings deeply, especially given the level of support the OP gave her. It's just a reminder that trust is incredibly fragile. I'd love to hear your thoughts. How would you handle these situations? Comment down below and share your insights. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Voiced. If you enjoyed daily, high-quality stories, please like and subscribe to show your support.